Hi there and welcome to the channel. Now this video is a departure from the norm. Rather than have the monthly wrap of September's reading and nominate a book of the month, I'll instead nominate a book of the month for September and preview October's reading. Okay, so the book of the month, and I did send out a community post about this, but if you missed it, it was Viktor Pelevin's Amon Ra, his wickedly funny satire on the Soviet space program, a very short novel, but full of stimulating ideas and, yes, wicked black humour. This was a discovery for me in September. I'll definitely be reading more of Pelevin's work in the coming months. Okay, then I will continue my revived Thomas Bernhard series. In October, I'll be focusing on his novella, Walking, possibly his funniest work. For anyone familiar with this novella, if I just say Czechoslovakian rejects, you'll know precisely what I'm alluding to. Then, foreign language reading. In September, I read Samantha Schwablin's excellent Distancia de Rescate, Rescue Distance. The English translation was titled Fever Dream, as was a Netflix adaptation of this work. I highly recommend it in any language. In October, I will give a try to a Mexican children's novel. I've read the opening, it's highly imaginative. It's called, let me just read it from the paper, La vida útil de Pillo, Polilla. It concerns a moth in the larval stage that eats books in a library and provides a commentary on the works they're devouring. Yes, very cute idea. I'm really looking forward to getting into that. Okay, now I can turn my attention to the physical pile of books I have with me. So first we have Roger Crowley's City of Fortune, How Venice Won and Lost a Naval Empire. As the title suggests, it's a work of history, popular narrative history. I'm some way into it, and it covers the years 1000 AD to 1500, and I've reached the year 1200 or so, and we're at the siege of Constantinople, which is a diversionary part of the Fourth Crusade, and it's so satisfying hearing all the details of siege warfare, not the usual kind of reading I would engage in, but strangely gripping. So I'll finish that. Then Chesterton, one of my favourite writers, with his The Club of Queer Trades. This is a linked series of short stories. It's highly imaginative. I can't really believe that I haven't made a Chesterton video yet, so this will be the first one, very short. Then another great writer, Lovecraft at the Mountains of Madness. I'm about 100 pages into this, so I'll just finish it off in October and perhaps make a video about that. Oh, visionary stuff, yes, definitely one of my favourites. And another favourite, I'm just treating myself in October. Why not revisit all the books that I just love? We have Denton Welch's I Left My Grandfather's House. I have made, of course, a video on Welch, but that was a general overview to try and get people interested in his works. I think it's well worth delving into them video by video, book by book, and I've elected to start with this one, which is all about a walking tour through the southwest of England. It's magnificent. Then travel writing of a different kind, Kapuściński with his Another Day of Life. This is set in Angola during the period of withdrawal by the colonial power, Portugal, and an independent Angola is about to be born. Unfortunately, it's going to be a very bloody birth. Yes, I've read the first section where the city is being transformed in readiness for the violence that everyone believes is coming, and it's superb. I don't know why, but it recalls Dickens in some way. Great writer. Travel writing, Bruce Chatwin in Patagonia. I don't really know much about this. I've read a paragraph or two. It's extremely well written from what I can ascertain from such a small sample, so we'll give that a try. Then another favourite, Marguerite Duras. My review of her novel The Lover is the most popular of the reviews I've done, with 700 views now, so I'm very excited about that. This is a single book with 4 novels by her in it, and it's only 200 pages or so. Can't wait to see how good that is. And to supplement that book, I have this critical study of Marguerite Duras' work published by Routledge. So give that a try. And staying with French writers, Genet, Our Lady of the Flowers, one of my absolute favourite novels, and it's well past time that I read it through once again and make a video to share with you. And finally, Walter Scott. I can't forget Walter Scott. I'm going to continue my reading of his novels in the order they were published. And so I'm up to Tales of Old Mortality, having finished The Black Dwarf in September, which was a novella. This is a different beast, 400 plus pages, but I'll do my best to get through it. I'll then have read the first 7 of his historical novels, which constitutes a quarter of them. So I'll be ready to sort of review those and rank them. I'll do that hopefully in October or November. And that is it. That is my reading plan for October. Any comments on any of those books would be most welcome. But equally, what are you going to read in October? Please share with me any titles that you're excited about in the comments below. And that's all I have to say. So it's time for the customary farewell. Be safe, be strong, and I shall see you anon. Nanu nanu.